Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. Before I get big in this lesson, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, from whom I learned this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Okay, you see this article here. It says pro jump shot doctors skeptical of new C19, jump shots. I'd really like to see the data. Okay. And, for those people out there that took the jump shot and, are the first ones to line up, they won't look at an article like this. All right. We got a lot of family members. I know specifically, I got a lot of aunts and uncles that, they believe in the jump shot, you know, because they get their source from the television. I told a lot of them, go ahead, get yourself a computer, go on your smartphone, Google this information yourself, and you're going to see there's different opinions out there. You don't have to go by everything you see on the news. But, they didn't listen. They all got the jump shot. And, I know if one of them that died, and then a friend of a family member's also died. Okay. And the funny thing is that one aunt of mine, who, you know, made fun of us for not taking the jump shot and told everyone we were irresponsible. She's the one that got her friend killed, man. All right, but now she's in denial, and she won't admit it. All right, because these people, once they take this jump shot, man, you know, it's like they're never gonna admit it at that point because they already took it. To them, it's like for them to admit it would be like them having to relearn everything and admit that they were wrong. And you know how proud these Babylonians are, man. It says Harris campaign requires staffers to be up to date on jump shots. No C19 outbreak during Democratic convention as widely claimed. Chicago says former FDA reviewer says new approval is like reopening an old wound. The CDC and prevention is pushing new jump shots, claiming that people who don't stay up to date with it, regardless of how many they've already taken, are more likely to get very ill. See? Because the ones they took from the beginning, those already destroyed the immune system, right? And so now you're gonna have to rely on these jump shots, almost like you rely on a drug. Okay, and we know that this corrupt industry has been, doing that since the beginning, man. With all these different pills, you got what do they call that? Um, you know, um, um, blood thinners, uh, blood pressure medications, all that bullshit, man. All that stuff that your body really doesn't need. Okay, if we ate the right diet and they weren't spraying so many poison in the air, none of these things would be needed. 100% of the things that these companies push, this industry pushes, would be completely obsolete. Okay, showing you how wicked Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is, making money off of people's misfortune, and he does it. That's his favorite way to make money, really. All right, but you Israelites out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians that have been listening to us for a while, you know that these jump shots are nothing but a scam, and not only a scam, but it's a purposeful attack on your health, man. All right, because the people that are pushing it have said that the population is too high and needs to be reduced. So what do you think they're gonna do with that jump shot? You think they're trying to keep the population alive? All right, when they clearly said they're going to use jump shots to lower the population. They literally said that on a video, man. And if you're too lazy to stop this video right now and find that video, then you deserve to die from this jump shot, man. Yeah, I said it and I meant it. All right, because, we'll sit here and warn you and show you proof after proof, but you will close your ears and you people, that's going to be your judgment. As the scriptures say, let's go ahead and get Proverbs 14, and actually, let's get Proverbs 9 and 8. It says, reprove not a scorner. Okay, let's get that word scorner real quick. Scorner is a person who expresses contempt or disdain for someone or something. Okay, those people that talk shit, about the truth. all right? Or they talk shit when, when you're trying to correct them and they just want to laugh at you like my aunts and uncles, man. Reprove not a scorner. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Right? Because, when you correct someone that's of that mindset, they're going to hate you even more. Even though you're trying to save their life, they're going to hate you for it. So don't correct these people, man. All right? Once you've already told someone once and they want to talk shit about you and spread rumors about you, hey, fuck them. Let them die from that shit, man. All right? It says, lest he hate thee. Right? He's going to hate you. Rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. Exactly. Because, once upon a time, when this shit came out, these whole jump shots in 2020, I was, thinking about it. I was like, damn, dog, we might have to take it, you know, just because I was so new to this stuff. I didn't even know that there was all this conspiracy stuff going on in the world. All right. And then I quickly, Yahweh Shem Yahushai through his spirit started opening my eyes and I saw people talking about it. And, instead of getting offended and thinking, oh, I've been wrong my whole life. No, I realized, yeah, I was wrong in my life. Thank you for telling me. That's the right mindset that we have to have, man. Rebuke a wise man and he will love thee. Right? So why would you want to believe lies, man? Unless you're weak spirited. All right? Which the Lord didn't call people who are weak spirited into this truth, man. All right? Or if you were that way in the past, the Lord had to change you, man, because the truth is bitter. Okay, the truth is bitter. We live in a world that's controlled by the most wicked demonic people. All right, and they're trying to destroy the majority of life on earth. All right, as the scriptures say, his ways are the ways of death. It says, Proverbs 14:12, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And that's this Babylonian society, man. Do as thou wilt. All right, a man being with a man, a woman being with a woman. All right, putting the woman over the man, making the woman masculine, making the man feminine. All right, putting chemicals in the food, the air, the water. All right, indoctrinating the kids at the school, indoctrinating people through the lies of the media, through the music they hear. Okay, it's to keep people in a low vibration state and basically to create a society of death, where your lifespan is severely shortened and you have to depend on these devils for everything, which is part of the curses. The scriptures say, in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, what would happen to us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, Let's get that real quick. Salaki, bear with me. Here we go, verse 48. We'll start at verse 47. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. You see? And we still suffer that to this day, working these crazy fucking jobs. Some of us working 12-hour shifts, all right? Just madness, all right? And, we have to go to this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, for everything, all right? And, a lot of you out there have health problems, so you end up going to this system for help. And what do? They end up killing your ass, you see? Because as the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. Who's our enemy? Israelites. Who is the Israelites' enemies? Number one enemy, all right? Who brought us into slavery and continues to oppress us to this day? None other than the self-proclaimed white man. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Right? He's going to humble himself and act like, yeah, we're just trying to help y'all out. We really recommend that you take the new jump shots because, if you took the old ones, you're definitely going to need the new ones. You see, that's he's literally telling you through that the old ones fucked you up. But you people are going to read this and you're not going to pay attention to that because you're willfully ignorant. All right? And when I say you people, I'm speaking of, those who are not, you know, mostly those who are not of the elect, they're not going to repent and see the truth. But the elect who are watching, you already know what time it is. All right? And for those of you that are going to come out of your wicked ways, you're going to see clearly, man. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to open up your eyes. All right, here's another article which came out on August 31st. All right, let's see. This one came out, the one we just read, came out on August 30th. Okay, so not too long ago. This was August 31st. The world is running out of children as birth rates are collapsing across the globe. Gee, I wonder why. You got 75% of the world took the jump shot. Okay, on top of that, you got these Western doctrines, the Moism doctrine, all right, do as thou wilt doctrine. And of course, you've got, this Western way is pumping women's head filled with pride. So modern women, they want men that don't want them. All right. And the men, they want any woman, but they can't get it because, even the ugliest woman thinks she deserves a 6'5" man making six figures. Okay. That's the type of pride that Esau, the so-called white man, put on women when the scriptures clearly say the woman is the weaker vessel. So she needs to be more in submission. And, you need to keep women busy, man. All right. That's the truth. A woman is to be busy helping her man, making life easier for her man and for her family and for her children. A woman is a female servant. And a lot of you might not like to hear that, but that's what the scriptures teach. All right. Now, you go to the modern day Christian church, they won't tell you that's what the scriptures teach because they twist the scriptures because they took a bag from Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You can look up 501c3 and understand that's a contract that every single church building, church that has a church building, they have signed. And even some of these people like IUIC, some of these Israelite groups have taken the bag. The only Israelite group that has not taken the bag is the Men of Great Millstone, man. All right, they don't have a 501c3. They're out here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of this wicked-ass nation, America, and the destruction of our enemies, Esau, the so-called white man, all you other nations, right, and even 2/3 of our own people. Right, and 2/3 of you are going to come back on the other side, but first you're going to have to die. All right, because you're part of this system, man. You help the white man. All right, you're worse. In some cases, you're worse than the so-called white man on this side, man. Like in the case of Bishop Nathaniel, misleading his congregation, man. Now I will give credit where it's due. Yeah, he's bringing out a lot of truth, but he's not bringing out the whole truth, and that's the problem. He's saying the MOTB is not a micro C-hip that goes in the right hand or the forehead. He says that it's sin, it's an embargo, sleeping with a white woman. He keeps changing his doctrine. He's unstable, man. So those of you watching these other Israelite groups, the only Israelite group you need to be watching is Great Millstone, and that's it. All right, and the affiliates of Great Millstone, those who agree with the doctrine and are preaching it to the best of our ability, which is the true doctrine of the scriptures, man. Because we go 100% by the scriptures, man. We don't change it for our own benefit. We don't change it to appease Esau, man. All right, we tell Esau to go fuck himself, and we preach the truth, man. All right, so it says the world is running out of children as birth rates are collapsing across the globe. All right, yeah, the ways of death, man. Let's get that again. Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness, right? So that's what this place preaches is, do as thou wilt, pleasure, 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 Epicureanism, okay? They don't teach anything, stoic, having boundaries, especially the ways of the scriptures, which are the ultimate philosophy of life. Okay, no, they teach death, destruction. Okay, they teach do whatever you want, right? And you know, let's keep reading. Verse 14: the black slider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. Verse 15: the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well into his going. Okay, and that's why, it's important to really look into your going. Think long term, man. Don't think short term like these Babylonians, sitting on their couch, sedentary lifestyle, eating pork, watching TV all day, all right, getting no exercise. They don't read the scriptures, all right. They're just the ultimate form of death, man. And, these people die in their 50s and 60s with health problems, all right, or they get murdered or get killed, all right, because this sinful lifestyle leads to death, man. All right, in this truth, all right, we know we're not going to be perfect, but we're supposed to follow the law to the best of our ability. All right, we're supposed to strive for perfection while also having faith in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, knowing that, we're not going to save ourselves through the law. All right, but we prove our faith in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai by following the law to the best of our ability, by doing the work, all right, by, having faith, okay? And, ultimately that's what's going to save you is your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, backed by works. Okay? So let's get into this article real quick. It says the collapse in birth rates that began in post-war Europe has in the decades since spread to every single corner of the globe. Many nations are already feeling this death spiral, filling more coffins than cradles each year. Just this past year, Japan lost nearly 1 million people. Poland, 130,000. And, Japan has been on the downfall for a while. You can read about these men called herbivores. They're men who don't desire women anymore. They just rather masturbate, play video games, eat food, work, live a minimalist lifestyle, just self-preservation, And, a lot of them ended up buying plastic sex dolls and marrying them, because again, just like America, the women in Japan are even more out of control and demonic. Okay, because those women, they don't want to help their man. They just want to work themselves to death so they can feel powerful and proud and basically not have a man over them. Just like this American lifestyle, these women, they want to be over their men or equal to their men, when in the scriptures the woman is supposed to be under the man. That's the proper hierarchy. That's the way the woman was designed. That's why the woman is submissive by nature. Right? That's why when a woman is in bed with a man, she wants you to dominate, because that's the natural way. It's in her DNA. All right, but what does the Esau Edom, the so-called white man, do? He brainwashed our women into believing that they're supposed to go against their very nature. All right, which is what is written of in the scriptures. And he does that with everything, man, with the food, with the women, with the air, with the water. All right, he tells you to go against nature. Go against nature. Oh, the scriptures say this? No, do this instead. You see? And that's why he's teaching our kids in school that there's no God, that, the universe was created by the Big Bang and evolution. All right, he's only looking at the carnal side, but he's not looking at the fact that it took intelligent design to create the universe, man. All right? So this wicked ass devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he is the problem on the earth. He is the cancer on the earth that needs to be eliminated. All right, and pursuant to Obadiah chapter 1, the Lord will do away with you so-called white people. Okay, when he returns, he's going to destroy this wicked ass nation, Babylon, in America, which is America, right? The land of Israel itself will be cleansed. All right, it's going to be destroyed, but rebuilt for our people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and then you so-called white people are going to be done away with after you serve your slavery, because you have to pay for what you did to us, man. You enslaved us for so long, and you continue to oppress us. So guess what? We're going to have your ass for 1,000 years. All right, we're gonna beat your ass for 1,000 years. All right, and then we're gonna just do away with you. All right. So, call all Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai for that. But until then, we have to suffer, as you can see, not only here in America, but the whole world is suffering at the hands of this devil. The big story comes from China, home to 1/6 of the world's population. The decades long devastation wrought by the one child policy has sent that country for centuries, the pace setter in population, into absolute decline, right? Because that's wickedness. The scriptures say, um, be fruitful and multiply. The scriptures do not say, oh, if you have more than one child, kill one of them. See, showing you these heathens, they don't know how to rule anything, man. When will there be peace on earth is when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the rulers of this earth under Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, worshiping our one and true power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And that time is coming soon, man. All right? The nation of Israel is coming back together through Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Only a remnant, though, the elect. Says China finally admitted that its population was shrinking, but demographers, including myself, believe that the numbers have actually been falling for almost a decade. The Chinese government official population figure of 1.44 billion also greatly exaggerates its overall numbers. Some analysis say by as much as 130 million people. And I've been seeing that number, 144, a lot. It's a spiritual number, all right? Because we got the 144,000 elect, and then you got the rest of the 1/3, which is also part of the elect. All right, we're that remnant that I was just talking about. That Lord willing, I'm one of them. Okay, we're that remnant is coming back to Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, and we're gonna be the rulers in the world to come, man. Because as the scriptures say, let's get this real quick. This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, so the so-called white man, he got this kingdom through unrighteous dealings. All right, he broke all his treaties with the Native American Indians. All right, injuries, all right, rape, robberies, and murders. Riches got by deceit. Okay, all these companies and their wicked laws and tax codes and all that, it's all wickedness and lies and loopholes and jump through this hoop and that hoop and this technicality and that technicality. It's very wicked and unrighteous, man. When you really understand how Esau Edom system work, the more of a demon you are, the more rich you're going to be. And that's the way this kingdom is set up. But that's the wrong way. It's supposed to be the more righteous you are, the more rich you are. And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom to come, man. Everything's going to be the right incentives, the right ways to really grow. You're going to have to do what's right. You're not going to grow by being a damn demon like in this kingdom, man. All right. So let's read a little more of this. I want to close out. Lord willing. It says India, the country that has now overtaken China in population, is still growing, but not for long. The average Indian woman was having only 2 children over her reproductive lifetime. The Indian government reported in 2021 well below the 2.25 or so needed to sustain the current population. The same story is being repeated over all the world, as birth rates in Latin America, the Middle East, and even Africa are not just falling, they are collapsing, you see? All according to plan, man, Agenda 2025, to lower the population below 500 million, all right? That's what these wicked elites are wanting to do, and now, their puppets are making articles to make it seem like, oh my God, look what happened. But really, that's y'all doing it. They play the good and the bad cop. The current total fertility of Tunisian women, for example, is estimated at 1.93. Right? And this article could just be a normal, whatever, low-level Edomite. But still, Stephen W. Mosher. It don't matter. The point remains, this is what these devils want anyway. All right, and ultimately it was the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because the prophecies say this is going to happen, man. The prophecies say that, on that day there will be 7 women for 1 man. All right, meaning most of the men is going to die. All right, and the majority of the population is women anyway. So, a lot of women going to die too. All right. But, it talks about also in Second Esdras, it says there's going to be 10 people in a city. Meaning everyone else died, man. The dead will be cast out as dung or poop. Okay, so, hey, those are the times coming, man. All right, and it starts with this great population decline, and then it's going to finish off with murders, pestilences, and, we're already seeing the pestilences, man. The result of all these empty wombs is that humanity just passed a major milestone, although not one we should celebrate. For the first time in 60,000 years or so, the human beings, see, and they put these big numbers like they know. They don't know shit. All right, the earth can't be that old, man. All right, we know it took the Lord 7,000 years to create the earth. All right. But, we've had about 5,000 years of history, so maybe 12,000, around there. It's just a rough estimate. It can't be no 60,000, man. For the first time in 60,000 years or so, that human beings first arrive on a planet, we are not having enough babies to replace ourselves. No wonder Donald Trump suggested providing free IVF to all Americans because we want more babies, he says. You see, and that's what they do. They create a problem and then they want to offer you a solution. I don't even know what IVF is. What is that, a drug? Let's see what that bullshit is. A medical procedure whereby an egg is fertilized by sperm in a test tube or somewhere else outside the body. That's wicked and unnatural as fuck. You see? Because you guys fucked up the family unit. Now you want to make babies inside of a plastic tube and then shove it in the woman's you-know-what. Because you're fucking wicked, man. You're done. Alright? And I just had some fresh squeezed orange juice and I feel great. I had a little bit of sniffles going. Still kind of do, but, it gave me some energy. And I realized, man, when I drink so-called 100% orange juice at the store, I don't feel the same as when I drink fresh squeezed orange juice. Right? Even though those oranges aren't, organic, it's a fresh orange. And I felt like this huge electric charge, man. All right? Because there's a benefit to eating shit without destroying the nutrients. Like Esau, he wants to cook the nutrients to kill so-called bacteria. All right? But then what you're doing is you're killing the nutrients, man. So he wants to edit everything the Lord made naturally, man. A man and a woman is supposed to have sex, and that's how you make fucking babies, man. That's not complicated, man. But since with your complicated society, you want to fuck everyone up and everyone's health up, and then you still want them to reproduce, and now it's not working, so now you're going to try to do some other hacky, workaround situation to make people have babies, man. This is sick. This is madness, man. Eventually they're going to be feeding us human kibble like fucking dog food, man. Because they're going to say, oh, well, the food is contaminated because the chemicals that we sprayed in the air and the water. All right, you people are going to end up eating this, man. Hey, you people that take the MOTB, this is what you're going to be eating, man. All right? Or no, what do they say? They want you to eat bugs now, right? It don't matter. Whatever they're going to have you eat, it's not going to be appetizing. That's for damn sure. Right? For the first time since the Black Death in the Middle Ages, human numbers will decline. All right? And y'all can read the rest of this. I want to grab one more scripture here, if I can. This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right, so it's telling you to come out of Babylon spiritually, okay? Because a lot of us really are stuck here and we can't financially leave. It's talking about a spiritual coming out of the ways of Babylon, okay? Stop relying on this system for everything, man. Yeah, you go to work, you make your money, you go home. All right, but you're to focus on the spiritual things and understand that, this man's system is not for you, man. This is not our rest. This is a place that's going to destroy us. Like the scriptures say. Let's get that. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword. Destruction. That's exactly what's happening to all these people out here. And of course, mainly Israelites is who we're focusing on. But even the heathens are catching heat out here from their own wicked, you know, from their own wicked devices, man. All right, so yeah, we got to come out of the ways of Babylon and come to the ways of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and if we're the elect, then we're not going to receive of her plagues, man. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. We're going to get to see the downfall of our enemy, all right, without getting destroyed ourselves. How beautiful is that? All right, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. See, all these things that they're doing, we went into it in this article. This is just a fraction of the wickedness of these damn devils, man. All right, this is just a fraction of the wickedness of the so-called, of the wicked. Just Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right? And, you know, behind them, you got the other nations and the 2/3 of our own people who are also wicked and going to be destroyed, man. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. And that's going into that, you know, that destruction that, you know, the so-called white people they're going to be destroyed, and they're going to serve, you know, 1,000 years of slavery as well. All right? But for now, Yasharala, you know, hey, come out of this system. You definitely shouldn't be trusting the system. Don't get that jump shot. Don't get the MOTB. All right? And filter everything you see on the news through the scriptures, man. Because, you know, as the scriptures say, if it were possible, the elect would be deceived, right? But it's not possible. So, you know, with that, I pray this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect out there. Until next time, Shalom.